but we'll do this all day. You want to keep mouthing, then there's consequences, and it's not a fun game. And I'm going to let him go, and if he does it again, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it again. And we're going to be a nice boy. We're going to be a nice guy. And we'll take that. This is a 6-month-old dog. She got the dog at 2 weeks, and she's bottle fed it since it was 2 weeks old. This dog has injured her by jumping and hitting her in the jaw and hurting her jaw. You're going to see the problem in just a minute. This dog jumps, this dog mouths, and this dog is obsessed with his mommy. So what we have to do is mouthing and jumping is threefold. So the dog jumped on me. She got a little like, oh no, he's jumping on the trainer. So she grabbed him, which I understand, people do it all the time. Then instantly to mouthing of mom. Okay. And you're going to see this over and over and over again. I'm going to give this lady some tough love as well. So now she takes off the harness because he's about to play with dogs, and he instantly thinks it's a big game because he's 6 months old. 6-month-old dogs have needs. They have mouthing and jumping needs. And we are either going to satiate those needs in other ways, or the dog is going to get its touches, as I say, its mouthing touches and its jumping touches on you. You make the choice on whether you want it to be on dogs or on you. So as I said, there are 3 main ways to get rid of this behavior with puppies. There is the satiation method, of which I'm going to do right now. I did not jump into, oh, we're going to do this when the dog mouths or when the dog jumps. I said, hey, let's get this dog with other dogs, expand this dog's world so that mommy is not the only interesting thing happening in this dog's life, and mommy's hands aren't the only interesting thing, and the only time that this dog gets to mouth something is when she gives him a bone or when her hands come down to pet him. How about if this dog learns to mouth other dogs? Because guess what? Other dogs don't care about 6-month-old dogs mouthing them. They like it. Look at him. He's getting worldly. The hands and mommy and jumping is becoming a little, or will eventually, 10 minutes down the road, maybe a week down the road, will become a little less interesting when he has other things going on in his life besides just mommy, mommy, mommy. So it's the satiation method. It is also the dominance method, or not really dominance, but the consequence method of, if you're going to mouth me, then uncomfortable things are going to happen. And you saw that in the intro, and you're going to see it explained later. And then last thing is another form of satiation, which is giving them proper things to chew on. So that would be food-filled frozen Kongs, bully sticks. But that is my third thing. It is not the most important. Okay, that satiation of their mouth does not really fix them jumping or mouthing your hands. It helps. But this dog needs to meet other dogs. This dog has met no other dogs. So my hope was that this dog just played with this puppy and played with Prince and mouthed and got fast twitch energy out with the dogs. He was just a little too nervous. So we had to walk the line between overwhelming him, which is a line you guys have to walk with your young dogs that are nervous, of overwhelming them, and walking the line of saying, hey, you need to get this energy out with dogs, because playing with dogs is the single best way to get energy out and to satiate the behavior of jumping. Dogs come to me, and we let them run and jump on dogs and wrestle, of which you're going to see Prince and this young German Short-haired Pointer wrestle. And then they just go home and they go, I don't want to jump and mouth mommy anymore. I'm all mouthed out. Then you're going to see me do the method you saw in the intro, which is a no-nonsense grab of the dog. Now, what I'm showing you right here is Prince is going to get real rough with this other puppy. And I let him do it partly because the puppy likes it and he keeps chasing Prince in order for Prince to get mad at him. But also, I just want this dog, Coco, to see craziness. I want him to participate possibly. I want him to get his mind going. So for your nervous dog or your jumpy dog or your mouthy dog, just getting them out of the house at 6 months old or a year old or 4 months old is giant for, look at him jumping around in the back. He's like, what's going on? This is the greatest thing ever. And he's getting some of this a little bit of fast twitch energy out, so it hopefully doesn't come out on mommy. And then now you're going to see, I'm going to go to original audio in a minute. All right, look, now I'm going to give her some tough love on this. He jumps in her lap, and I'm going to tell her why she shouldn't do that. And she has a pretty good answer for it, but she's going to have the battle. I'm going to show her the way to have the battle. And if she does the mix of this dog getting with other dogs and getting on walks and being mentally and physically stimulated, and then it has this sort of mommy's the boss approach, this will get fixed. Now to original audio. I'm not sure that you get out of this mommy check-in, jumping in, mommy mouth, hand mouthing if you don't get out of, you don't stop doing what just happened right there. You did it right in front of me. You jumped in your lap and you're just like pet, 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 pet.
Yeah, it's, like I said, when he was little, that was fine. He's not little anymore.
Well, then you know that.
Yeah.
So why are you still doing it?
So we can finish the conversation.
Okay. That's a good reason. That's a legitimate, valid reason. But as long as you know that we're not going to get rid of a lot of stuff if you don't sort of fight this battle at some point, which I can help you with.
Well, that's why we had the harness on him.
Yeah, but he mouthed you on with the harness.
So it's easier for me to grab him, and I've been watching your YouTube where you grab him by the skin, and that has helped a lot with issues.
Okay. I don't think I grabbed by the skin.
Well, like that.
Oh, the collar. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a battle that you're going to have to fight less, I think, when he comes home from the board and train. But so there's a move you can do. It's like I create a martingale with my fingers.
Okay.
It's actually kind of weird how I do it. I use my middle finger as this side, and I use my thumb as this side, and it kind of tightens it up. But you're going to have to go through the fight at some point. So you can also take and put your see how he's biting his own lip?
Yeah.
You can do that. Oh, you've done that. Yeah.
And that has helped. So the biting has lessened.
And when he mouths you, we're not letting go anymore. Okay, or he'll never stop mouthing your hand. Okay. When he licks you, which he does too, my guess is, you don't let go because you might be like, oh, it's gross, he's licking me, I'm gonna let go. When he flips on his back, you don't let go. And then the minute he's calm, we let him go. Okay? And then I personally, if he goes back, if he does obsessive licking of the hands, I'm gonna give him those couple licks because he doesn't know me. And then right on that, you see the mouth, just the mess around mouth that he did. I felt his teeth on my hands. Yeah. I'm over it. This isn't a game. Oh, he's calm. He automatically goes to this wild hand thing. I mean, this is not abnormal. This is puppy stuff. But we'll do this all day. You want to keep mouthing, then there's consequences. And it's not a fun game. And I'm going to let him go. And if he does it again, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it again. And we're going to be a nice boy. We're going to be a nice guy. And we'll take that. Do you see that? Well, it was 4 things. That is hard for people to get through. So I did it literally 4 times. It progressively got worse, actually. Each time I let him go, he would then go at my hand, not in a bad way, in a sort of defiant puppy brain weirded out way. And each time I actually got quicker with the grab. And then I let it go again and it got worse. And then the last one was the worst. And then I grabbed him, and then it essentially went away except for 2 little licks. But most people will not do it 4 times. And they will not progressively get quicker or get stronger with each grab. There's something called a extinction burst. So his getting worse was kind of like before it got better, it actually got worse. And then the behavior, with me at least, dropped off to almost nothing. So before extinction, which is the behavior going away, it will often get worse. And I think we actually saw that in real time, which is pretty rare. So I'm doing this so that you're kind of going like, are you going to do it perfectly? No, but you just saw it in action 2 feet from you. Yeah. And that's not always the case. And it worked. And this guy is now probably like, well, this guy's not messing around. And we need, this lady's not messing around. Because I've seen a lot of mouthing of you. And I can see how it happens and how it works, and then you let go, and like, why would it ever stop? And we want it to stop now. We don't want to wait till a year and a half.
No.
When he gets out of his puppyhood. We want it to stop now. So I just showed you how to stop it,
Okay.
You can choose to do what I just did, and it'll take a little longer because you're mommy, but it will go away if you do what I just did
Okay, that sounds good.
relatively quickly. And we didn't use knee collar, and we didn't use treats, and we didn't use corrections of almost any kind. My grabs were not pleasant, but they did not hurt him in any way. If you have a puppy and you want to reduce jumping and nipping, you need to give them an outlet. The best outlet I can think of is playing with dogs, because it does both. They jump on the dogs and they mouth the dogs, and the other dogs don't mind. After you have done that a few times a week, maybe once a day if possible, then you have a no-nonsense approach when they do it on you. Those two things in combination, satiating them and filling the need, and then telling them you cannot do that, is very powerful. You cannot just do one. You cannot just tell your 6-month-old dog, you can't jump, you can't nip my hands, because they're going to keep nipping it for so long unless you give them something to do it on, which would be another dog, because the other dogs don't mind.